You're listening to 90.8 Hills FM Radio.
This is 90.8 Hills FM radio station, using our voice to rate your choice. Stay tuned.
90.8 Hills FM, in partnership with Task Force for Music and Arts, presents TaFMA Thursday. Stay tuned to listen to local artists every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on 90.8 Hills FM.
Good evening once again. You are tuned in to 90.8 Hills FM, and this is RJ Ayan bringing in our wonderful TaFMA Thursday program. Today we have a very enthusiastic, talented, and handsome guest. He is none other than ZT Slingshot from Pfutsero town, and he was born and raised in Pfutsero town, and his birth name is Zakuko Tetsu. I'm sorry if I murdered that pronunciation. And as we all know, his stage name goes by ZT Slingshot. He belongs to Jagisang community, and he is not only a rapper but also a composer. He currently has around 12 original songs, which is amazing and very impressive. And his first single being Nimok Power, which is a very fun song. And my favorite has got to be Believe, featuring with Wetso Letro. And I'm sorry once again if I butchered that pronunciation. And yes, according to an interview, ZT Slingshot mentions that this song is about always believing in God and believing in his dreams, goals, and the passion he put into his music, believing in the things that God has in store for him, and believing that better days are yet to come. So my dear listeners, why don't we go ahead and tune in to the conversation between our wonderful guest hosts, RJ Yogan, and our talented guest, ZT Slingshot, and get to know more about him and how he started singing, rapping, how he was inspired, his experiences, and his goals for his future. Stay tuned as I'll be back after their conversation with even more amazing songs from other local artists.
Straight from Pfutsero, this guy gives hits back to back. If you think you have seen his full movie, it was just a snippet. Tell me, do you believe in Nimok Power or not? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you ZT Slingshot. We have ZT Slingshot with us today, so ZT, welcome aboard.
Thank you, Hills FM, for having me.
It's a pleasure having you as well. So, ZT, like we know ZT stands for your initials, your name initials.
Yeah.
How did Slingshot come into being?
I was inspired from the Bible and the story of Goliath and David, where David used a slingshot to kill Goliath. So that's where I was inspired to name the name Slingshot.
Oh, that is so cool. You're right now at Dimapur. So what brings you to Dimapur?
I recently did a show for Movie Fashion Week, and I'm also here to record my new song. So I've been holding and then staying up here in Dimapur. Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, there was a cracking performance over at Movie Fashion Week.
Thank you. I enjoyed the performance here.
And when you're saying you're here for a session, so it's for a new single or a new album, something like that?
It's I'll be doing a single, and then I hope to release it by second week of November.
That is great. So ZT, could you mind us telling like from the start, like how it all started for you?
The rap thing? Well, I was inspired by the MYS3, a rapper crew from Mysore. That's when I get to meet them personally, and then that's how I was first inspired to really get myself involved in the rap music.
So you were studying over there, or how was it?
I was doing my hospitality management there at Lalita Mahal Palace Hotel. So that's where I was doing my stuffs, and then I met them.
So Pakka, when you were into food and beverage, you decided rapping is better than... right?
Yeah, from food and beverage, it's strange, like how the world, like life can take you, places. Yeah, it's been an amazing journey, yeah.
It's crazy. I have seen, my friends also into these hospitality management courses and all. Okay. And they would be talking about the internship wherein it's like killer, and then they're like, it's time to find a new career. So, whoa, ZT also is like that.
Yeah, it's been horrible at first, but I still enjoyed, so much experience from that.
Okay. So, like, they really inspired you, that crew. So, you used to, like, jam with them, cypher with them, or?
No, since I met them, we exchanged our numbers, and then ever since, like, we have been contacting through social medias, through WhatsApp. So they have been, like sending me apps, like how to write songs and stuff like that. Yeah, so they were guiding me through,
Oh, that is
like
so
the
great.
digital platforms.
Uh-huh.
So I never got to meet them until that day. Since we have met, we never met again, but we have always been keeping in touch.
Oh, okay. So they have been like mentors to you.
Yeah, they're very much mentors.
Oh, that is so great.
Yeah.
So once you came back, you were in Mysore, you said.
hmm
So when did you come and like when did you decide that music is for you?
It's a sad story. I lost my dad in the year
Okay.
2019. So I was depressed. Everything was like so horrible for me. Like I couldn't find myself. Being exposing, doing stuffs in the rap or like music. But I think I had a 6 months of depression. I think that's what was the best out of me. I wrote so many songs, and 6 months later on, I just decided that I need to put out my stories out and then let the people hear my story. So that's when I, hit myself, bringing out myself, the best out of me, telling my stories and testimonies.
That is so great. So music or like writing was like an outlet for you
Exactly, yeah.
to tackle depression.
Yes, and I find rap music, the best way to express myself, the genres, of all the genres, yeah, rap.
That's true. Pure storytelling combined with rhythm.
Mhm.
Well, that is so good to know. And so as you came out of that, which was like the first song that you dropped?
Nimok Power, I think that's the turning point in my music career. It happened all of a sudden. Like I said, the depressed thing happened.
Yes.
And I decided to let out my stories out. And that was the time when I recorded my songs in my Android phone. I don't have a laptop. I don't have any beat producers to help me out, stuff like that. But I was just recording, like freestyles, free verse, and then sending out to my friends in WhatsApp groups, sharing through my status, Instagram, stuff like that. And then this lockdown came, and I was invited to one of my friends' farm. I mentioned in my song Atolaga farm te jaigine khaise. So that's when like inspiration hit. We were cooking, and my friends were making sukha. So we were just out having enjoying ourselves. But the time came when I had to taste the curry.
Yes.
And the funny part of the story is that like my friends, since we didn't have a spoon, they poured like half of the salt, they pack it. So I was, me being the chokri guy, I had to take the first step of tasting the curry.
Okay.
So that's when inspiration hit. Tonight I'm going home for better or worse. I'm bringing out a song, like we Chagasangs are known for like Chagasan Bodu, Chagasan Nimok Bishikai, or like Sema Akuni, stuff like
Yes,
that. So
yes.
so many things, and I want to shed a light to let people accept by how we being called. See, as a child, I was also being called as Bugs Bunny, Ronaldo, because of my tooth gaps and stuff like that. So why not accept our own selves? So it's a sarcastic way of like bringing peace and unity through like sarcasm or comedy.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how Nimok Power came to life. It went viral like that, and I'm grateful for the people who shared the music.
So there is such an inspirational story, as to say, you recorded in your Android phone.
Yes,
And
I recorded.
how was the beat produced, or did you?
The beat
take it
was
from somewhere?
from YouTube itself. It's a
Okay.
free beat, free for profit beat.
That's
So
great.
financially I'm weak, so I couldn't like go purchase stuff like that. And since I have no producers out there in Pfutsero, I just thought of like doing stuff, taking the beats from the YouTube, free for profit, so I can commercialize the song.
Okay.
But anyhow, like it's working out now, so I'm grateful. Yeah.
But then, has it ever occurred to you that you can now remaster that track and then use it for profit?
So true. Many people have requested me also like to go and then like remaster the beats and like do some remix or mashup on the songs and bring out. But what I feel also like to let the original content stay as it is, like
Right,
because I just want the originality to stick with that. So maybe some changes can be made in the future.
Yes,
But
yes.
for now, I'll stick with the original theme. Yeah.
And then the song that you recorded on an Android phone from a beat from YouTube, and it earned you an award.
Exactly. that was a surprise and a shocker for me. You know, I couldn't believe myself. I don't know who entered the I was so confused when my friends buzzed me that I was nominated at the Nagaland Music Awards. So I was confused because I had no idea that there is such thing, you know, like that exists. My friends were sending me the links from Facebook. Hey, you're nominated and such and such. But later on, you know, it's a good thing that I was also excited for this. Whoever has, entered my song for the nominees, I'm grateful for whoever that person is. It's anonymous, but I'll always be grateful. So the day of the result came, and I wasn't even expecting to win, you know, like recording myself, you know, the production, everything was horrible, to be honest. And I couldn't imagine myself winning the best rap artist, and forget about winning the best rap artist song of the year. Who would have thought that? I never imagined. So I was just watching the live since it was lockdown. We
Okay.
couldn't attend
Oh, okay.
the live shows. So it was streaming, I was watching, and then I was just hoping that even if I, you know, like get nominated, there is no chance of winning, but I'll just watch.
Yes.
So I was watching, and then I think McNeville won the best
Okay.
hip hop artist that year. So from there, I end the live, and I was practicing songs in the church. So I came back home, and then all my families, my mother and my siblings, we were having dinner together. And then one of my friend called me up, and then he said, "Congratulations." And then I said, "For what?" I said, "He said that you won Song of the Year award, and we are so proud of you. The community is proud of you." I was so shocked. I couldn't believe. I told him to send the part where the mention, you know, like the award has been mentioned. So he sent me a part of that video. Still, I couldn't believe. So I went to the YouTube channel, to the link, and at the last, you know, like it was, you know, buzzed that I won Song of the Year award. From there, like I just fell on my fell on the kitchen. I was shouting and screaming like in front of my mothers, my siblings, and then my best friend came around 9:30 a.m. shouting and screaming.
That is so good.
So it was a good time. Yeah, it was all a surprise, but so nice. Yeah,
And like you were saying, obviously it was completely unimaginable, right?
exactly.
Like, first of all, you didn't even put your name for the entries and all, and then you were nominated after that.
Yeah.
You won it. You must have been like totally blessed from above.
I'm so blessed, so blessed. Yeah, whoever that person is, I still have no idea. And it's anonymous to this day, but I think that guy or boy or girl, whoever that person is, believed in my song. You know, believed in the things that I do. So, I'm just hoping that things will get better, and then like I hope that I can live up to that expectation. You know,
And that's a nice idea, actually. You can even make a song on that.
so true. Yeah,
On that guy.
maybe I don't know whether it's a boy or girl. You know,
That's why.
yeah,
That you can just be like, oh, yeah, like an angel type song.
so true. Maybe yeah, I'll think about it.
So, Siri, like your story is somebody's imagination. Doesn't like if somebody wanted to make it like a true story, also it would come out to be a very good movie actually. But then, before you were like certain about music and all, was there something that you wanted to do?
Yeah, growing up as a kid, you know, like the soldier, all the army thing, like what's your aim in life? The teacher stuff, you know, they ask, people will be saying doctor, air hostess, stuff like that. But for me, it was soldier, like to serve the country. That's what I imagine, you know, like to protect our nation. And then 12th standard, that's when I really like focused myself, you know, like I want to do this. Next week, I'm just citing like how it happened. So, for instance, next week I have my final exams for the 12th standard, and at the same time, the recruitment for the Naga regiment came to account. So I really didn't want to miss the opportunity. So I requested and begged my father and then my mom. So they were hesitant. They told me to just continue the studies and after graduation maybe go for it. But I told them that I really want this, and then out of my own, you know, like you know, not agreeing to my parents, you know, like my own egos got the best of me. I decided not to appear the exams and I went for the recruitment. So there I was selected for the physical, the medical and stuff like that. I was like I came out in at excellence category. And then for 3 months we were sent from Pack District, there were 18 of us that were selected, and we were brought to Rangapaha, Dimapur.
Okay.
So for 3 months, we were given intense training, physical theories, and then we were being prepared for the next exams. So that was interstate exams. So people from Assam, Arunachal, so we were competing against them. And then we appeared our exams, and I had high hopes that I'm also going to be selected. And then I counted my marks, and maybe I have a negative of about 18, 19 points.
Okay.
And then my total score, which I count, was about almost 80. So I was so sure and certain that I will be selected. But so sad, I don't know corruption or stuff like that. Maybe I don't know. But things happened where I was rejected at the end of the day.
Okay.
So there, like a lot of, things started going wrong from that, at that point of life. So I went back home, like ashamed of what I am. So I just decided to go for the coaching and then get ready, prepared myself for the next upcoming exams. But I really didn't have the motivation, the inspiration to study or continue anymore. And that's how it happened. And I found management again, like I've told earlier.
Yeah.
And then the management to music. Now I'm a proud dropout, rapping and then telling my testimonies through music.
See, the problem with life is, people like you who are dropouts and then you become successful.
It's a beautiful mistake, right?
So, so many people have this excuse, right? They see Mark Zuckerberg, like they are also dropouts.
Exactly. I hope that I make millions one day. Maybe.
Yeah, man, seriously. When I have kids, even I'll tell them, better be a dropout. You may be successful.
Exactly. Learn from the mistakes. That's what I'll say. Yeah. Beautiful mistakes that happen along the way. I learned from them.
That is so great. So, basically, your life has been chaotic. Nothing has been like you have set mind
Exactly.
into, and then it has just fallen into place. That is so great. And then after Nimok Power, what happened was the response was crazy. So, and then after that, what were the tracks that you did after that?
The official songs that I did were Believe, My Hope, Top, Snippet. Those were the official songs. The Fevers, Airplane Mode, and Holding On. That's the song for the Cognac Brothers. So yeah, those were the songs that I did after Nimok Power. And then I'm so grateful that people, I couldn't have done things alone. People along the way have been helping me out, like physically, mentally, prayerfully, and even financially. People are also helping me out. So coming from a very small town, I'm so grateful that people are also like appreciating the talents, not only mine, but the upcoming artists as well. So they're also like helping every other artist grow. So I'm grateful for that, yeah.
And people won't just help any artist.
So true.
You are special.
I'll say that I'm blessed, maybe special to someone else out there, but what I personally feel is that I feel so blessed being the person,
Even think about me, man. I didn't know you. And then one day, achanak, gana hune chale. Woo! I'm like, this is it.
Nimok paise.
Ajikile bhat mitha thake na chale nimok thake na. Achanak, I'm like, Visitan. Ay.
Shaktiman, stuff like that, like those people also grew up, having salt. So those are just references from the, song.
And then, yes, when you were talking about that, so you used stereotypes into sarcasm, and then actually mixing all the dialects and all.
Yeah.
So basically, that created a very powerful song for you.
I think so,
You,
yeah.
without realizing, and even the inspiration behind it when you guys went for a picnic and all. Yes, so like I was saying, like even the whole universe was just conspiring you to be a musician.
Yeah, probably. That's how positively I'll take it, yeah.
And as we were speaking before as well, the unfortunate passing of your father, you getting into depression and everything. Obviously, during that time, like you were writing and everything as a source of outlet.
Yeah.
But during that time, you must have listened to songs also from others, right?
Yeah,
So who basically helped you out through that? Like, whose music?
I found NF. I think he's now one of my like all-time favorite artists besides Eminem. You know, NF also had a tough life.
Yes.
And the songs that he brings out relates a lot of my personal life. So from there I got the inspiration, and from that day onwards I've been following NF ever since, getting this kind of source of inspiration from his songs, the writings. So yeah, NF I would say.
Oh, that is so great.
Yeah.
And the right person for you to take inspiration from during that time.
I think yeah.
Because his songs are always, outlook is always positive. And moreover, he doesn't use any swear or curse words. And you know,
Occasionally, yeah.
he has a very great reputation among the rappers
Yes.
outside.
Even compared to Eminem. Yeah.
No. So what happens, you know, I don't know if you know this about him. So whenever somebody else collaborates with him, out of respect, even they don't use any swear words
Oh,
when they collaborate with him.
swear words. I think I see very little swear words. Yeah.
And you know, Hobson and all.
Hobson, I know, but I
Okay.
don't listen to the
Okay.
song much. Yeah.
So basically, he got this title NF when he once Hobson, and he did a thing.
Okay.
And Hobson is that underground. He's like, actually he rules underground, US underground scene and all. But then when he went with NF, even his song was so clean, and so everybody was like, NF is the fire.
He's really dope, man.
Mhm.
He's really dope.
But that is so great. So you found inspiration from NF, and actually yes, there is reflection of him in your songs as well. When you count believe and everything, you're trying to shed a positive light.
It's so true. Yeah.
And even believe won an award, right, for the best
Gospel song.
Gospel song.
Yeah. 2021.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through the interview, so we'll be taking a break now. In the meanwhile, I'll make you listen to two songs from ZT Slingshot. One is Nimok Power and the other is Snippet. So enjoy the tracks, and as soon as the tracks are done, I will continue playing the interview.
Yo, I wanna entertain, just wanna put a smile on your face. Say my grace and let me start. Yeah, with my vocal, I'm going local. Listen up, yo. Ajikali lockdown thaki kene olo pakala hui ase naki nijor kebi babi kene mental huishe naki kile hoile jakali din to nijor kebi kotha na kore hoile bi ite to class test aise koile nijor kebi kotha sotha kuriya shuru hoise chokra chokri baba ama korte thake kan family kan sob bala se na hoile bala se ke sabido question hodibo nijor kebi reply kuriya shuru hoise aji ki kam kurishe kwa kudishe well kudishe kaishe aru ato laga from the jaikine kaishe wapas ahishe gana itu babishe are shek wato olop chakasan laga dialect nishna seo exemina gumashe na hoi bangalshe narashe aji no moto na hoide moito chakasang ase day proud to be a naga chakasang winnie be so mane winnie be itiato nimog laga kota olop kobo ase day chakasan khan bishitan moi babieto chakasan background pra celebrities bishi olai shinaki nana hoi kobo nam Shahrukh Khan Salman Khan Amir Khan aya nimog power bishitan what's the time the stop manu laga favorite superhero kote olai shekwa chakasang kwa nam kobo Shaktiman nimog power bishitan switch yeah switch tisoto zopotizoto uko chakasang za zopotizoto vemo zomo vele zopotizoto mutsa kufusise mukaseto tido ojo krekre kuzuri mukaseto bone ane mizino bade switch yeah neme zivitai never buzz zivitai never please zivitai neme deki vule bakali headroom chiku dapile neme ajo lereki hi vule moi uncle kubikiji ali raka kajoi raka mekeke sekekiji ali tapi switch cause try me raw keka hit bidadi raw mobile legend no ke fera beshele die road chipa cause toro nye beshele dialogue se modio aja video anana meyete iwe meze nguchi video yeah zoto zake we zoto so na to so meza mo na to me lole keja koja miro nye ke luke zetsihini ke deke gube meji tsikeniero himenye ti lole yeah kejebe
Yo, 797-107 representing. Let's get this down, the shit the rocks, so can bring the leather up. Loud noise for the shadows, applause for the rappers. Climbing up the hills to dodge the bills, killing and pulling with my skills. Homies gotta chill, I gotta do the Kit Kat, do the chit chat. Bring out the mat, and pull out my dad. Dad's gotta sweat this up, make this moment to be perfect. Stay blessed and embrace His grace, I'll embrace by the fireplace. Straight from the P-town, highest altitude in Nagaland, known as Daddy Big Tooth. Push up the morals to make the claim, run down the streets with a click-clack. No AK, MTKs, clear the base, Ace, running up the Hall of Fame, ZT Slingshot. Make the bound, don't forget about the tame fame, ain't never gonna be the same. Wanna make it known, never to be blown. Take my bow to the land of Neverland, call it Nagaland. Born and raised of gifted talents. Wanna make it narrow, you will never swallow. Shallow, wanna fly up like the sparrow. Where's the arrow? Yeah. Surrounded by backstabbers every time I watch. It's wheels and turn, I see people like me bound with the cursed eyes. Nothing but the blur, that was work of natural selections. Eyes putting up my deceptions. Dark side was a trap, took it out with the rap and life was a mess. Striving for success, never believe on the bright side. All I did was hide, something is up me died. No shepherds to guide, like the lost sheep, couldn't fit my other side. Temptation was like a right grew darker each day, and I couldn't pray cause my life death and die. It's no life story, had to go, although it's cool though. Try to show, took me for below with the slow-mo, grow with the flow. They blessed me like a hot dog on a hot day, felt Sahara. Was step my drops to a dry sand, worst wetland. Deserted I trespass like the headband with the rubber band, brush in the colors with a sketch pad. Land going down to an omelette. Low budget lost their project, ain't got no concept. Did the conquest and contest without a doubt, without a shout. Up there be out, left me out like an option. So I grabbed the chair, make a pair, prepare and compare. Flat black, no jack, he's a rap with the check. Always wanna be the hero, left me for a zero. I'll come back a Zorro. Ain't genie coming out of kettle, mess going with the lighting seven. Was the carpet heading for a list in Wonderland. Going underground to make the shot, this is Slingshot. They be slipping on me, blasting like volcano. Dynamic, call me a maniac to ease the panic. To the half I die, give a high five. Make them move just to be improved. Names to be heard, Just remember me when I'm gone. Snippet.
You're listening to 90.8 Hills FM Radio.
This is 90.8 Hills FM radio station, using our voice to rate your choice. Stay tuned.
And ZT, as we were talking, I just remember the fact again, like you said, when you started out, it was on your phone, beats from YouTube, right?
Yes.
And you represent Pfutsero town.
Mhm.
So how is the scene out there regarding studios or producers, something like that?
We don't actually have a professional studio, not even a home studio. Recently, like I just have a friend who is starting up with that. But back then, when I first started, also like it was a struggle for me. So there was no video production that can help me out with the videographies and also the recording, the beat making. So the production of as a general, like I have no contact with anybody else. But so grateful that my friends, one of my cousin brothers, says Pfutsero, we will let do PS lens photography. That's recently, he's from Mallory. So he's a photographer himself. So all those three people were like helping me out with the videography. So their field, their expertise is photography. But in order to help me out as a team, they started learning videography.
Wow.
So like downloading buying the softwares, editing, and then upgrading the camera, the gears. So now like we are much more advanced than like 2-3 years back. So I'm so grateful to those people, like Pareto, Weuletu, Pfutsero, and many more. But those people, I really like owe my credit to them. And Nagabeats, he's a brother, he's a friend. And he's also a like dope producer from Nagaland. I think everyone, in the music scene will know him. I owe to that brother, man. I owe him a lot. He's been helping me out since day one in the beat production, the mixing, mastering. So that's how it is. We are struggling out there, but so grateful that people are also coming, to help me out.
Again, that's so fascinating. Like, right, what I was talking about. Everything seems to work out for you. People also help you. Seriously blessed you are.
So blessed.
And when we were talking about this topic only, right now when you have to record songs or make videos, how do you do it? Do you do it over there, or you would have to come to Kohima or Dimapur?
So far, all my music videos are being shot at Pfutsero. My next song, I think that will be shot in Pfutsero as well.
Okay.
You know, I'm planning, you know, to drop an EP and EP or an album next year.
Okay.
So nothing is assured at the moment, but I plan to do that. And when that happens, I might come to Kohima and Dimapur for like shooting the videos.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, I am hopeful that I'll be here.
And Ziri, like you were talking, they used to call you Bucktooth or Bugs Bunny or something like that. Do I sense like, were you like bullied during your childhood or how was it?
I think it would. I'll take you back to the days, maybe my third, fourth, fifth standard. I think those 3 years of the time, I was bullied a lot. You know, like verbally,
Okay.
and I was being called names. You know, like I have gaps, beautiful gaps,
Yes.
and I have two big front teeth. That's how, you know, like the identity has been marked. So like Ronaldo, stuffs like that, they'll make fun of me. They call me Bugs Bunny. And being as a kid, you know, like I was also like emotionally and mentally disturbed.
Yes.
You know, not how like I was as a person. And then as I grew up, you know, like I wasn't really comfortable with myself, you know, trying to like hide stuffs like that. But as I grew older and older, you know, like I began to see the real beauty. If this is what people want in me, if this is what people wants to call me, then let it be a beautiful identity.
Yes.
So I just accepted the flows, you know, like even being bullied verbally. Now I take it as a pride. You know, I even make fun and then joke about myself between the gaps, you know, like the tooth, the Bugs Bunny. So I'm proud that I have a beautiful teeth, beautiful gap. So yeah, that's how it is, being bullied into a beautiful thing, you know. And I would send out a message. The more you get bullied, it's hard, I know. It hurts you mentally, emotionally, it destroys you. But don't dissolve that confidence and then love back your bullies. I would say that, you know, like I love my bullies, you know. And to this day, when I meet them on the way, they're so like, I see like a kind of guilt in their faces. But as much as I love them back, they're also like smiling back. And then I think that they also realize the mistakes. I think it's a beautiful thing to love back your enemies. It's hard. It's not very practical at the same time. But try it, man. It's worth it.
Oh, that is so beautiful. So, and basically owning yourself as to how you look,
Exactly.
appreciating yourself for who you are. I think that day you basically win a journey within your life also.
So true, yeah.
Like nobody can bring you down after that.
So true.
Because who brings you down? Yourself. If you yourself are not getting down, how can people ever get you down?
So true.
That is so great. And oh yes, recent memory. When at Kohima, that Chakasang Ho concert,
Yeah, yeah.
I was there too, watching you perform. And like, I mean, especially on your performance, right?
Exactly, yeah.
How many times you had to do it, redo it. What was going through on your mind during that time?
I can handle the pressure, but I was so, you know, like, as bad as it sounds, I was so mad. You know, the temperature was almost rising. But what can I say, you know, like being a performer, stuff, like the technical glitches, you know, sometimes it happens. But I think that night, to be honest, it went horribly wrong. There were too many glitches. We started again, but still then the glitches had happened. And I had to forgive the technicians as well, you know, like the stage crew and so on. But yeah, it was a horrible experience for me. It wasn't a horrible experience for me. But at the same time, you know, like I have to be prepared for those things as well. It
Yes.
happens. And I feel sorry for my performing artist, Dewe Mero. It was her first big moment to be performing to the
Oh,
crowds.
okay.
So that was her big stage. And I feel so sorry for her. But at the same time, she nailed and handled the pressure so good.
She did
So
it
nicely,
very nice,
yeah.
yes.
So at the end of the day, we got so much love from the people. So that was amazing at the same time, you know. A horrible experience, yet so much love from the people.
Like two times I think you guys restarted. And then the
Yeah.
third time when you were singing again, towards the end the soundtrack went off.
And then it came back again. And the timing were messed up. But so nice that we could have tagged along, you know, like the unison came out good.
I was thinking, pakka mic peka ho eto manu ito." So was that the first time something like that happened? Like,
Yeah. Just before that, we were having an interview and then we were talking the same thing about
Yes.
like, does that ever happen? I was saying, I'm grateful that this had never happened. And that night itself, that happened again.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was an experience, nice experience, good experience.
But
Yeah,
then the good thing is it happened, so now you can come up with
so true. Yeah,
ideas as to how
mentally
to
being prepared for anything that might went wrong or go wrong.
But seriously, even me as an audience, I was like, what the hell is happening?
People were mad. Yeah.
So that's why the support grew so much. We were like, just do it. And then, initially, you know what happened? I'll tell you again. So, Dewe did her part. Your turn came.
Yeah.
We were at top, okay? We were thinking you are beatboxing, man. Because on the
My
big
audio,
screen,
like my vocal went off, right?
yeah, your vocal was not there, and then the
Yeah.
beat was like... And we're like, oh, he's beatboxing. And then later we realized, oh no, he's not beatboxing. But then, yeah, that must have been a crazy experience for you.
Yeah.
So when I ask this, how do you deal, or what's your process for dealing with that performance anxiety?
I think to stay calm, I think that's the best way to deal the pressure, and that just continue doing what you are doing to give out the performance. People are coming there to watch you perform, so even without the tracks or the technical glitches, in spite of that, I think it's best for you to just continue and then end the song. I think that's professional, like of every artist or performers, and then leave the stage. I think it will be horrible with the technical glitches, and then at the same time us not giving out the performance to the crowd and then going backstage halfway. I think that's really unprofessional.
Yes.
So to stay calm, handle the pressure, and then end the song. I think that's what I would recommend.
Among all these songs you have released till now, right? Which do you feel is your best?
I think Snippet would like define me the best as a hip hop artist. Lyrically, the flows, the difficulty of the song. Snippet. Yeah, I would say Snippet.
Wow, that's my personal favorite too. Among
Thank
your
you.
tracks.
Thank you.
Among the others, right?
Yeah.
Snippet sounds very polished, and that aggressiveness, and then the flow switches. And like me being a hip hop listener, I'm more into the technicalities. So Snippet is like, it falls into that category. But then in future, like for example, are you into experimentation, or what kind of singles or EP you're thinking about?
I might not switch wholly, but I might try and mixing, like mashing up different kind of genres and see, the country's music, even rock. I might experience. I have plans, and then if you want to see that happen, like my next show is on 27th November, which will be happening at the Cultural Hall again.
Okay.
It's a gospel concert, but I'm going to try with a band, Swiven. We are making out, composing a new song. So it's a mixture of rock, soft rock, and hip hop. So with the things that I'm planning, it's not only rock, but I'll try to explore and then experience the different taste of music that I can, give out to the audience as well. Might not stick to one specific genre.
That is great. So rock and Swiven, even they follow towards the gospel side of things.
Yeah.
So you guys would be actually, it would sound very cool.
We hope for the best. Yeah. I can't give out any more spoilers out here.
Yeah. I'd rather wait also. And the best part, I'm a fan of both of you works.
Means a lot, man. Humble.
For you as well as Swiven.
Thank
Also,
you.
when we're talking about that, like your come up from Pfutsero, now you must have been like a good status over there, right? People look up to you, especially musicians, or how is it?
I am blessed that I wouldn't say many, but few also approach me, like me being their inspiration, being the source of like they write the kind of like music journey, and I see that many of the kids are also like enjoying my songs, and then I can see that few people have sang my songs, like rapping, singing. So I'm so happy that like through this music I'm also sharing out. It's giving out hope to the other like younger artists or younger generations.
That is so great.
I'm glad that it's working out.
It's great. And has there ever been like something like this happened wherein another musician has given you a piece of advice which has really helped you?
There are so many advices, like I think as a hip hop artist, I also like contact Moko Kosa a lot. And then ever since I've been, like rapping, I take a lot of tips, guidance from him, and as well as Naga Beats. He's been guiding me all along the way. So two of my biggest mentors now, so far would be Moko Koza and Naga Beats. Yeah, a lot of tips and a lot of experience that I
Yes.
get to learn from them.
Basically, the day you two collaborate, I think Nagaland will explode.
I don't know, but we just hope that we can bring out the best vibe together.
Yes, yes.
Moko has been a major source of an inspiration, and being having the opportunity to be working with him in the near future would be an honor, and I'll try my A game when I'm with him, and then
Yes.
bring out the best possible songs. To vibe along with the audience.
It will be super vibey, I can guarantee from now itself.
Hoping for the best. Fingers crossed.
Besides rapping, besides music, any other hobbies that you have?
Football. I am a hardcore fan of football again. I play a lot of football, but health issues
Okay.
are one thing, and then I have a knee injury.
Okay.
So those are the things. It's not wholly stopping me from playing, but
You
yeah,
cannot
those
put
are
in
the
all
things
your
that
heart and
it's
soul
holding
into
me exactly. So music, it's another source that I have to really focus on now.
And when you say football, do you watch also, or?
Yeah, I watch a lot of football games. Recently, I've been missing out a lot of matches. I wouldn't say I'm very tight or busy with the schedules, but with the new, songs, upcoming songs, and also the shows, 1 or 2 shows that I have, I've been busy, so I've been missing out a lot of matches now.
And what's your club?
Real Madrid,
Mm-hmm.
and then for the English, I would go for the Liverpool.
Okay.
Yeah,
You just select winners now.
yeah. That's where I wanna be, being a winner.
So Ziri, till now we have been talking about all the blessings that you have received, all
Yeah.
the appreciation, the love, right? But I'm sure that there is other side to it as well. You must be getting some hate or like trolls trying to bring you down, or has that ever happened or never happened?
I wouldn't say that I've never faced that. I've faced a couple of them, and not many, but a few of them, and I get disappointed as well, me being as a human being, but it is what it is. I have to deal with it and acknowledge it at the same time. So, to the hateful comments, me being a sarcastic guy now, I take it positively. The sarcasms that I see in the comments, or the things that I hear from people, I'll just take it as a joke, as a sarcasm, and then keep moving on. Because that thing, if we stick to our brain or mind, it can really, really destroy you as a person. So I don't want those things to get imprinted on my mind. Yeah, so that's how I deal with it. Acknowledge, and then deal with it.
That's true, because you see many people just being completely affected just by social media comments as well.
Exactly.
But then, like you said, yes, you cannot completely ignore also,
So true.
but you can read it, acknowledge it, and just know that people are just trying to bring you down.
Yeah, it's inevitable, and it will keep coming on.
It is
So we
part
just
and
have to be
parcel of
prepared.
your
Yeah.
industry anyway.
So true, yeah.
Like there will always be two sides. You
Exactly.
get showered with so much love, so thoda hate to banta hai.
Hota hai, yeah. Either I'll be loved for who I am or be hated for who I am.
So in fact, when they comment and all everything, they are helping you. They're
So
watching
true.
your video.
Exactly, they're making
They're-
the
they-
video more viral,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
They're writing comments and all, which again, YouTube recommends those videos more,
So true.
which has more comments and
It's
all.
fun again.
So even if they're trying to bring you down, unknowingly they are helping you itself.
So true.
And plus, who knows? You might even get lyrics from some of their.
Maybe, yeah,
Hate
maybe in the
comments.
future I'll do a song, with the comments that I hate.
Yeah, that's a good. People do it. It comes
So
out
true.
really nicely. And yes, ZD, this also I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
I think it's basically because that best gospel song also you won because of belief. But do you feel you get categorized as a gospel rapper also?
Thank you for asking that question. That has been a misconception with a lot of people. This might also hurt to some people.
Yes.
When I say this. See, I'm an artist and I want to explore, to the best potential,
Yes.
possible ways that I can. And getting the gospels awards doesn't make me, a gospel rapper.
True.
But me being as a Christian, I'll always praise God and I'll always acknowledge the things that God has gifted. And times where I will praise God with the songs, and there are times where, see, as a person, we get depressed. I'll bring out the sad songs. And there are times when I will feel loved. Maybe in a relationship, I'll bring out love songs, stuff like that. And there are a lot of issues going on, so I can also bring out a song about that. So I don't want to categorize myself as a gospel artist, and that's because it can limit me in a lot of ways. And me as a Christian, I'll continue making Christian music, gospel music, but at the same time, like bring out more, songs on different, like topics and stuff like that. So that's a misconception that people also have. But I'm also grateful that, like this thing can revolve around as a chain. Yeah.
But then, yes, that's true. Because it will limit your potential. You can obviously experiment, and obviously as a musician, you will always want to explore your potential or your horizons, broaden your horizons. That is good.
Exactly.
So I guess that brings us to an end for today, ZT. Thank you so much for coming in to the studio and taking your time out and having this conversation. Anything that you would like to say to the listeners and the audience?
Thank you so much for having me, Hills FM Nagaland. It's been an honor and it's been a pleasure to have this platform, like speaking out my thoughts, my testimonies, my music journey. It's been amazing, and I look forward, to come back and then have a conversation like this in the near future. And I wish the team the best in this journey. And if you haven't heard about me, this is ZT Slingshot. You'll get all the information of me from IG, YouTube. I just use the same name, ZT Slingshot. That's where you can find me. So thank you once again. Yeah.
It was a pleasure, and thank you so much for taking time out. It's Nimok Power.
Nimok Power. Hey, adding some salt.
So yes, our listeners who listen to us, they will be like super familiar with you.
Means a lot, man.
So basically, it's like people who listen to me, they will obviously listen to you. We are connected like that.
Circle of chain. Or chain of circle.
Yeah, whatever. Or circle of circle.
Yes.
So thank you so much again. I really had a good time, and I wish you all the best for your upcoming singles, your projects, and your EP also, like you said.
Thank you. I'll bring it out ASAP.
All right.
Make the best out of it, yeah.
So thank you again.
Okay.
See ya.
You're listening to 90.8 Hills FM Radio.
This is 90.8 Hills FM radio station, using our voice to rate your choice. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, my dear listeners. This is RJ Ayan, and you are still tuning to 90.8 Hills FM, the voice of change. That was the wonderful conversation between our wonderful guest, ZT Slingshot, and our guest host, RJ Yogan. I am anticipating that you guys have enjoyed that. So, my dear listeners, why don't we first and foremost listen to a couple of his songs. The first one I'm gonna play is called Light Up, followed by Tell Me, featuring Devi Umero. I'm so excited. I promise you guys will be impressed as much as I've been. So let us all tune in to the melodies of Light Up, followed up by Tell Me, featuring Devi Umero and ZT Slingshot.
There's a light, 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 there's a light in the darkest moments, and there's a light, 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 there's a light in every corner, and so wrong. Don't want about yes, too long, waiting for the change, yes. People are depressed, now we can express. Feelings are dying, gotta light it up, so wrong. Don't want about yes, too long, waiting for the change, yes. People are depressed, now we can express. Feelings are dying, gotta light it up. Down the lane I walk, 6 doors in 8th Street, and breeze like barking dogs, gossips, you blame the lane, and missing out every single beat. It's all I need. I told myself one day at a time, but time flies. Seem like ice, I'm full of lies. Don't want the fries, don't wanna rise. I heard the scream, it's all cries, and this what they I live today. No more love, just like gloves, all those gone. West to wasn't just me now. So I took the vows and shut the vows. Flow me like the wind, yet the world of machine. I feel in gene, never was the dream that made it seem. And have intentions and yearning for attentions. Made selections, no more affections. I'm lost with the paradox of fictions. Too fast and too quick, we falling for the bait. It's time we unite and light this up. Gotta light it up and so wrong. Don't wanna budge, yes. Too long, waiting for the change, yes. People are depressed, now we can express. Feelings are dying, gotta light it up. So wrong, don't wanna budge, yes. Too long, waiting for the change, yes. People are depressed, now we can express. Feelings are dying, gotta light it up. Lately I've been trying to recollect to make it perfect. You see, coffee, it's not what I brew yet. Sweet are you like toffee and you grew. Everybody put a smile on the face. Got to embrace this grace, I've been down the lane. Never do it for fame, cause fame ain't never gonna be the same. Look, I got positivity on my mind, cause I'm hopeful, soulful for what I have, so I don't make the screams. I'm here to hear the screams. I'm obsessed when the beats go with a tic-tac. Mama told me, don't smoke the weeds, raise the seeds, keep your head slow, no more slow-mo. I open up my mouth and I hear the crowd scream go. Hopes and dreams to the high end, shading light to my life. Now I gotta bounce to reflect, so I gotta light this up, hey. There's a light, 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 there's a light in the darkest moments. And there's a light, 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 there's a light in every corner. Just the way I am. How's everybody doing out there? Well, mentally I'm stressed out. I'm moving emotions, gathering emotions, taking a break to break the leg. I got my mind curious, some people got me booing, and music kept me going. And I'm a tough soul, touching lean this night. I'm ready to ignite, no stopping. I got my own flows, never perfect. So would you still love me just the way I am? Tell me, cause need more power, gotta take you back. I'm left with a potion, motivation, made the right hit. This beat taking me to a whole new level, and I believe drop the song, I'm relieved. Got a future with a sister, gotta love it though. So tell me,
pass me by. I've been walking with all my might. Don't push me away. Don't I deserve a gentle wave? Looking for there's a brighter light. Will I be alright? So can you tell
I'm waking up to the morning sun rays. Simple tea to boost my breakfast. I got my homeboy say, and when's the next song dropping? And Pearl Harbor, I'm shipping to the next harbor, and grinding harder, and all you see is real hustle. And rap is all I got, name is Slingshot. Made a shot to drop the top, gotta leave with a good and a bad. Would you still love me just the way I am? Let the people do the chit chat, and the haters hate. Still gotta love it though, I gotta love like a dove. Shower is a blessing, Lone Ranger, never linger, never ending. Full of stress and never the best, taking the trolls and the pillars look told. Do focus on my self-esteem. Tell me, would you still love me just the way I am?
Tune in to Hills FM Radio for lightning safety tips by Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority.
Stay informed. Check our weather's update before heading out.
Seek shelter indoors during thunderstorms, avoiding metal structures.
Get off hills and mountain ridges.
If in an open area, find a low spot to stay safe from lightning and potential floods.
Trust your instincts and watch for tingling sensation or hair standing up.
Avoid water bodies, utility lines, and objects conducting electricity.
Keep a safe distance during group outings.
Stay protected with Hills FM Radio and Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority.
Now let us Go ahead and listen to more songs from our loving state, Nagaland. The first song I have in my mind is called Nakamanu by Mocha Koza. Among listeners kanla favorite. Alak tindibe to everyday request create, so we'll get to that song. And next we have Boy from the Hill from the same singer.
Yeah. Ase ami ekta naga manu chokora di block ko hima town jonom hola jaga ama laga pet para ola bole time day naga manu khuntu pukhe kena olai sei kot kote jai ase sob manu bhai ko gai moi khan laga maiki khange beshi morom korina sai sabji bal khabole mon chokate ahibi khilai dibo apni ke bastenga akhuni sai sabi kun piche para aise sob ke hila bole ma kasam de tu gana huni gena sob manu ahibi दिखाई दिबो आपनी खान नागा मानु की ऐसे बाहर मानु की कोबी इतु मोई ना जने मोई की खाई तैखन लागी जाय माथा काटी गेना आया मानु आसे दे मोई खान नागा मानु खान भी कमती न होय दे नागा मानु हुई नागा मानु हुई की kwa naga आमी नागा मानु आसे दे नागा मानु हुई नागा मानु हुई Kikwa naga Ami naga manu ase de Ase ami ekta naga manu chokora Rasta lok babo muike kini thake pokora Ahi thake ajikali itu babana Nagaland for Christ koi mati karne jagara Puisa karne giri ase muika naga manu khan Muk to mitha huile bihat na dikhai kam Election time ahile to sob manu malamal Election time khotom huile suka bat aru dal Throw your hands up now if you feeling me right Mudu khaile to party every night Hule bi itu mudu to kinapa ase ho Bishi salu sheno hoi mudu bon hwa to Nagaland de thaki kina Assam laga mudu khai muika laga economy ke bye Cousin khala gor ke to mudu khore bishi jane muika naga manu ka bi komti no hoi de Naga manu hui Naga manu hui Kikwa naga Ami naga manu ase de Naga manu hui Naga manu hui Kikwa naga Ami naga manu ase de Mutu rasta jabo kuntu Suktu chutu gor muila kuntu Kingfisher lal na green color too BP na kabo ajito osi blue Mutu rasta jabo kuntu Suktu chutu gor muila kuntu Kingfisher lal na green color too BP na kabo ajito osi blue Naga manu hui Naga manu hui Kikwa naga Ami naga manu ase de Naga manu hui Naga manu hui Kikwa naga Ami naga manu ase de I ain't born naked, I ain't born bare. Flakes from a rock, I'm a piece that we share. Drop off of blood from the heads of a spear. This is my statement, I am very rare. Boy from the hills coming out like Jumanji. Sound from the trees making waves like tsunami. Raised from the seeds that were sown by my aunties. Grew from the soil that was stained by the armies. Roots on my past from Lihols to Agori. Still being bold, marching on like I'm Gandhi. The beat banging on like a war drum. So strong, ready for whatever, I'ma prove it cause I'm on one. Son of a hunter, I go hard like a strong rum. Land of the bamboos and the mountain is where I'm from.
There were bombs going off, there were houses being burned. The whole family had to hide in the forest. It wasn't even safe when the baby was born. Mama had to feed her when the rain starts pouring. The whole year harvest went to the soldiers. The Japanese troops made camps and took over. On a meager meal, they were forced to survive. All of their supplies were eaten and dying. She never really knew how the outside was. Young and so fragile, she would get lost. My grandma told me stories that she ran away from home, shook by the war, seeing people on the horse. The stories lives on through the tales. In the night she would put me to sleep singing this lullaby.
Alright, welcome back, my dear listeners. Itu tadi siya Moko Kozala newest song. I hope that you guys have enjoyed. Alright, now that was all for our daily TaFMA Thursday program this evening, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed tuning in to the conversation and amazing upbeat songs. And my dear listeners, make sure you check out ZT Slingshot's other songs as well, uploaded on his YouTube channel, and do check out and follow his other social media accounts as well. This is RJIN signing off.
You're listening to 90.8 Hills FM Radio.
This is 90.8 Hills FM radio station, using our voice to rate your choice. Stay tuned.